From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Mets. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have...
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And taking the ball for the Mets, Clay Holmes. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, he's been giving up a lot of hard contact this season. I mean, coming in, guys are hitting comfortably in the high 200s. So many times there's some bad luck, but then also there's just a little miss here or a little miss there that changes the outcome of the at-bat. We'll see if he can be consistent and make adjustments quickly in this one.
Willie Adames stands in. And Willie fouls one back. On the ground, right side. Oh, great grab on the dive. To his knee, the throw. Nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
On the ground to third, Vientos. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Cal Quantrill. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
And let's take a look at the lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So
well struck right field. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And that's a double.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
First and second, 2 outs. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Gets under and pops it up. And that is the inning. First frame of the night. And welcome back to the ballpark. Anthony Santander at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. Hit in the air, left field. Nimmo ranging after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Brent Rooker getting ready to hit. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Second inning here, no score. Got him swinging.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance.
Throws to first. That ends the frame. Back here in Queens, bottom of the second. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And that just misses. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez.
2-2.
2 outs, base is empty. Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Pretty nice play there.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 3-2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
3-2. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. And next for Toronto, Dalton Rushing. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Nimmo snags it, 2 away. Here's Andres Jimenez. Top of the 3rd, no score. And he grounds one to the right side. Loud. And that is the inning. So no runs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Here comes a pitch.
Full count.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run. So now here's the DH, Jose Azocar. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
And that one in the air, center field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 away. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Gilbert over at first with 1 away. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Juan Soto now. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So it's and we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Willy Adames. And there's a ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Struck him out looking. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 4th inning underway, no score. Liner, and this could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
He was all over that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
And now Anthony Santander. The 1-1 is fouled off.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
The other way, and that is that. No runs. Quantrill back to work. And that one fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Barker brings it in, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. One down, base is empty. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner holds at second, so another base hit could get us the first run of the game.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field, so that definitely felt good.
And here is Addison Barger. Puts it away for the out. And now for the Jays, Dalton rushing. That one finds the zone, and the count is filled up. Action in the pen down there. Dedniel Nunez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Minter, a left-hander, also throwing. No, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Back here at Citi Field, Lau at the plate. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible.
Oh, nice stop on a slide. And they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. On the ground to the left, Lindor whips it across, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Willie Adames next up for the Blue Jays. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll get down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Dedniel Nunez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Go to second.
Well, the throw bounced in there perfectly. Really nice job on the bag. Pickett applied that tag, hold it on him, Just didn't get a good jump over there at first base. That's half the battle of stealing bases, maybe even more.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And a 2-1 on the way. That one missed. Brent Rooker in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Right through there for a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's the third out. Well, we go bottom 6. And stepping in is the speedy Jose Azocar. That missed by a lot. 2-1.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. That one not close. And that's ball 3.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead. He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that is a big first out. And now it's Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Go ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one lifted in the air center field. Brings it in. 2 down. Here's Pete Alonso. Fought off foul. Azocar, the lead runner, out at second. Nimmo at first. 2 out of the inning. Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. A 3-run homer, and they slide in front in the 6th. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Here's Francisco Lindor.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Fires over to Guerrero. Lindor retired. And that is that. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Butto.
50th time he's come into a game this year. He's been relied on out of the pen quite a bit.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Gets to it. On to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. And now it's Dalton Varsho. 2-1 now. High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He made him pay for that one. Home run number 10 on the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 3-1.
Just relentless. This team will not quit.
So 2 down. Now the third baseman, Addison Barger. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-1 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sean Armstrong. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. That's towards center. Varsho settles under it. He makes the grab, and there's one away. So digging in, Francisco Alvarez. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Rooker hauls it in, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Drew Gilbert. Now 1 out to right. Rooker sizing this one up. And that'll do it. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Danny Young. He last pitched 2 days ago. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Danny Young.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swings and misses, and 1 away.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Right through there for a strike. Outside, and that is ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So up next, Willie Adames.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Right back to him on the mound. In plenty of time to first, and they get Adames for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Tying run at the plate. And fouled off.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The tying run at the plate. This one popped up. Loud. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Paul Sewald.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
On the ground to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Azokar gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Gets him to chase after that one. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. And now, oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll touch them all. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-1.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it.
Now here is Mark Vientos. The 1-1 is fouled off. Still only one out here in the inning. This to third. Fires to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-1.
Now he's just showing off out there. And who could blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat and watch it go a long way.
2 outs, nobody on. Now it's the shortstop. Here comes the manager out of the... New pitcher on here, Taylor Rogers. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the... We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, A.J. Minter.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Takes it himself, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. So up next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. That one the other way. Loud. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down. So they're down to their final out. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Edmundo Sosa looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Hit to right, and that should do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets take the series opener here at home. 6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Mets. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway and towing the slab, Sean Manaea. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Willie Adames stands in. Kicks and deals. Rip to right. Soto calls it in for the out. 2 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. 2 outs. That one ripped right center field. Into the bullpen and gone. His 17th of the year. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Jays open it up with a solo homer. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Matt Waldron. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
This one in the air, center field. Varsho makes the play. 2 down. Here's Juan Soto. And a big swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's carrying. Over the bullpen and gone. See you later. He'll circle the bases. His second home run of the series. It's 1-1.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. That's his 3rd home run of the series. And that gives him a lead. It's 2-1. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against Mr.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Brent Rooker. That one hammered center field. Back there. Into the Big Apple seats and gone. Wow. A gigantic blast. His 18th home run of the season. It's 2-2.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now here is Dalton Varsho. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it on his own, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So digging in, Spencer Steer. And foul ball. There's a swing and a drive. Going back on this one. Way back, out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. It's their second home run of the inning, and they grab the lead. It's 3-2.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. At this level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner, but he did a great job of covering it, and he hit the ball out of the park.
Popped up. Alonso makes the catch for the out. And there's two down. Two down, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, DJ LeMahieu. Got him swinging. But two-round trip. Back here in Queens, and the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Yeah.
Lindor swings through that one.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
It gets down, a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And stepping in for New York, Drew Gilbert. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first.
Got him. One out.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like that.
Lindor the move. Fouls one off. 2-2. Way outside, straight to the backstop. Lindor into scored position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. That one is absolutely belted. That ball's carrying. And that is gone. A massive home run. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 4-3. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate.
So one out, nobody on. Quincy McAfee up now for the Mets. Rooker puts it away for the out. And there are two down. So now here's the Mets DH, Jose Azocar. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him. That K is his third of the game. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 4-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Here's Andres Gimenez. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning. And next for Toronto, Willy Adames. This to center field. Gilbert on the move. Got it. Nice grab. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
First offering. Runner goes. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily. That's out to center field. Gilbert settles underneath it. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with two gone. Anthony Santander at the plate. Laser. Base hit. Runner from third comes across. And it's an RBI single. It's 4-4.
Well done. Drives in the run. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Up the middle. They get the force. That's out number 3. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. All even now at 4. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Nimmo lifts one in the air deep to right field. That one is back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Stepping in, Juan Soto. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2 is the count.
Got it. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's Pete Alonso. Now a pop-up on the infield. That is the inning. Mets go down. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
And it stays fair.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's one down. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Step off throw to first. Varsho dives back in safely. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Save. Tied at 4. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 1 out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. His first homer of the year, and now they're out in front. It's 7-4. That's their 4th home run of the game. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Griffin Canning.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
1 out, base is empty. In the air, left field. Dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he'll make it into third with a triple. 1 down, runner at third. Adames now at the plate. Here's the pitch to Adames. Right side. Soto settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. Applies the tag and they get 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Brandon Lau. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
Stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Left field, way back there. Ranging back. And that one's gone. He sends a rocket to left. And they're chipping away. It's 7-5.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run.
One down. Drew Gilbert up now for the Mets. One out, bases empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. One gone, runner at first. Kevin Parada up now for the Mets. And there's a foul ball. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Oh, you may think, man, that pitch was right on a tee for him, but I don't care where a knuckleball ends up. Those things dance all over the place, and even when they pass right through the hitting zone, squaring it up or even getting a good piece of it can be a tough task.
Gilbert off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. Blue Jays 7 and the Mets 5. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Toss to Alonso, and Guerrero is set down. Next to hit, Anthony Santander.
The designated hitter, Anthony Santander.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. A.J. Minter appears to be getting loose. Nunez getting cranked up as well. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Sean Armstrong.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Fouls it off, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
This one in the air. LeMahieu sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is back here in Queens. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Dalton Varsho. The 1-1. Line to left. Dives and makes the catch.
Really nice job of tracking that one down. I noticed some initial hesitation, ball off the bat. Didn't look like he got a great read, but he made up for it by closing on it quickly, laid out, and hauled it in.
And the batter now, Spencer Steer. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouled off the plate, they'll do it again. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end. Righty reliever out of the pen, Eric Swanson.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Pete Alonso. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Pitch misses there, and now 3-1. The Blue Jays trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside ball 4. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. To short, could be 2. Adames tossed to second. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning ending. Back here at Citi Field. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. To the right side, Lau. Handles, throws to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Jays, Willy Adames.
Shortstop, Willy Adames.
Hit weakly on the ground. Toss to Alonso, and they get Adames for the out. Zach Jackson on the pitch out of the pen here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close.
1 and 2.
There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Makes the grab, 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Now a chance for Quincy McAfee. Fires to first on the run. In time. Got him. And the Mets go down. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. And a base hit right there. Vladdy coming around third. Safe. It's 8-5.
Comes through with the RBI. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Man at first, 1 away. Outside with a breaking ball. Left field. Nimmo pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Spencer Steer, the next to hit.
Left fielder, Spencer Steer.
And that's outside. And that's ball 2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 8-5. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ryan Burr.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season.
1 and 2 is the
You
count.
usually have to string some hits
2-2.
together in order to get to him.
2-2 now.
Count is full.
That one misses. So a lead off. Off walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Down and in,
3-1.
moved his feet. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that's...
Now this one gets through. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2. So a change being made at first base. Pinch running here, Jose Siri. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And next for the Mets, Brandon Lau. And in this big spot, here comes Francisco Lindor.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. Drew Gilbert up now for the Mets. Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
1 and 2 is the count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really.
Well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there to end the inning.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Dedniel Nunez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. So now a pinch hitter, Dalton Rushing.
Well, looking for a little insurance here to start the 9th, Boog.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And that turns the lineup over.
Now batting second.
Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Ball to strike, the pitch. And that is out of play. Cut on and lifted in the air. Nimmo ranging after it. And makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Hard hit right side to second. There's Lindor. And the inning is over. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
He's clearly their go-to guy in this bullpen to finish out ball games. Looking for his 40th save of the season right here. So he's been excellent.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the third baseman, Quincy McAfee.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Towards first. Guerrero takes it himself. Only 1 out remaining for the Mets. Jose Azocar up now for the Mets. Bunting for a hit. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Hoffman is just 1 strike away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly
That's
elevated.
ball.
He
That's
just
inside.
is having a hard time catching up.
Tying run at the plate. And it remains 2-2.
Full count.
In the dirt, but kept close. Got him, and that's the ball game. Final score of 8-6 in this one for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew. Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Mets. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. If he's able to carry that.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set on the hill here today, Tyler McGill. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Willie Adames stands in. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie. And
the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. And we're back. And today's starter, Trey Savage. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and now 2 gone.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing for the Mets. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Anthony Santander. In the air, left field, down the line. Nimmo running hard to get it. Squeezes it, and there's one down.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Foul ball there. And a pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw into third. The tag out. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. 2 outs. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. No runs. Back here in Queens. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now fly ball to right center. Varsho after it. 1 down. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really nice job.
Ouch, that one got him. And now it's Jose Siri. And that is cut on and missed. Going to count 1 and 2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Foul tip, strike 3.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. Out to short. Lindor. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Now the catcher up to hit. Dalton rushing. One down, base is empty. And that one clips the corner. And there's ball 4. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Andres Jimenez. In the air, out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Willie Adames digs in now. Center field. Gilbert gets under it. And that is that. So no runs. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the Mets DH, Jose Azocar. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Steps on first for the out. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first, and the inning is over. New inning getting started. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Right side. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Anthony Santander at the plate. Base hit.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now Brent Rooker falling behind 2-1. Fouled off. He was late. And the 2-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Lindor swings and blasts one. Deep left field. Back there. And it's off the wall. And he's into second with nobody out.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Runner in scoring position. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Mets.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now it's the right fielder, Jose Siri. Next pitch is outside.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Varsho makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Alvarez on at second with 2 down. And there's a ball. Jose Azocar waiting to hit for the Mets. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning and stops things. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Backed off the plate that time. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And here is Sosa to the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That's to third. Gets it to first. And there's 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Dalton rushing. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, left field, down the line. Nimmo running hard to get it. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Lifted in the air down the left side. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. To the right side, and that one handled on the run. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Foul ball.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him. 3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
That misses. Counts full, 3-2. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Runner at first with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Out to short, Adames. They take the force out, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs, no hits. Top of the 6th inning. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. And the count 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab. 1 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Willie Adames.
Shortstop Willie Adames.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lays out and makes the play.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Ground ball, Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So out of the bullpen for the Jays, Taylor Rogers.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's off the inside corner. 2-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez. To third, but it kicks foul. Inside. It's 2-2. And they'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Sosa makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So up next for New York, Drew Gilbert. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Butto.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That one way outside, and it's 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Hard hit, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And now, Brent Rooker.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Ripped on a line. Snags it for the 2nd out.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. And a foul ball.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
And that one is lifted in the air, and it falls. And now 1st and 2nd with 2 outs.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Swinging a foul out of play. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Chopper to 2nd. McAfee. Tosses to 1st. And that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Sean Armstrong.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Quincy McAfee getting ready to hit. Liner, base hit. The throw to third. Not in time. He's safe. And it's second and third with nobody out. And he's got a double. Jose Azocar up now for the Mets. Out to center. Varsho moving under it. Brings it in. Both runners tagging. Runner from third in to score. In there safely.
They had a chance to add to their lead right there, and they did with the sac fly. Nice job of getting it done. Really good execution with that at bat.
Hammered, and now maybe extra bases. In comes the run from third, and they take a 3-run lead. Fires to second too late, and he's got a double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Man at second. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked. But
here comes the manager out of the new pitcher now for the Jays, Paul Sewald.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Out number 3. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We look ahead to inning number 8. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th, A.J. Minter.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Siri going back on it. Gone! Straight into the visitors' bullpen. He circles the bases. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 4-1.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the second baseman. Pinch hitter coming on, DJ LeMahieu.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Got him swinging.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Smoked on the ground a second. Toss to Alonso, and they get Adames for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's a hit, and that keeps the inning going. Manager out of the dugout. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. 2 outs. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one back there. Gone way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. Second home run of the inning for them. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-3. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it.
There's a swing and a miss.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Got him looking. And that will end the inning. But 2-round. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Angel Bastardo on for the 30th time this year. LeMahieu gets it to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Drew Gilbert now at the plate. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's off the mark, and it's 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Full count now. And foul ball. On the ground, and that's just foul. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Rooker on his way over, couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Swinging at ball 4, that was off the outside edge. 3 up. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Danny Young.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field, and that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle.
Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw, save, and the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Out to short, Lindor. Throws across the diamond. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lindor on to first. And they're down to their last out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
The 2-1. And that one fouled off. This could end it. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. And the final score. From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. We get to see one of the hottest teams in baseball today, Singy.
Yeah, they continue to find ways to win, and I don't see that streak coming to an end today, but that's why they play the game.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Almost ready to get underway. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And down on strikes. And that's the first out. Now batting Tyler Wade. One down, base is empty. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. 2 away now. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Headed towards the corner, and
Nope, that's
that
foul.
is a foul ball. Outside
That's ball
low, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball, Vlad Jr. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now in Toronto. And towing the slab, Yusei Kikuchi.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Fires over to first. And a quick out, number 1. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The skipper's loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
Adele moves under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Batting third, first baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. That to right, Grossman on the move towards foul ground. Can't get there. This one lands foul. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And a good eye there. And it's filled up.
3-2.
Anthony Santander on deck for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down. Back here at Rogers Center, Jorge Soler up at the plate. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up. Guerrero calls it in, and there's 1 away. Zach Neto, the next to hit. That one outside, and it's 2-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Caught him looking for the K. Ryan Noda will hit next. Strike 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Anthony Santander at the plate. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. a drive, deep right field. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's whipping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
Line drive and foul ball. One down, base is empty. Stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Chases that one out of the zone, and there's two down. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Rips that one center field, and a base hit. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive. And now for the Jays, Spencer Steer. Runner on the move. There's a ball. Tag. Save. Stolen base. Darno too late with a throw. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really.
Base hit center field. Varsho coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0. 2 outs, runner at first. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Runner takes off. There's a line drive to left field. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Rooker makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. Now it's Robbie Grossman. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there. That one fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So the lineup flips over. And now here is Edmundo Sosa. Next offering popped in the air. Right field. Makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Willie Adames stands in. And that one pulled foul. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease it.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around third comes LeMahieu. He's safe, and they lead by 2.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Nabs it, and that is that. Blue Jays get a run on this double by Vlad Jr. And it's 2-zip. On to the fourth. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Philip Davenport. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Tyler Wade digs in now. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball.
The Halos hitless so far in the game. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Draws the walk there, and that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a pop-up. Adames. And that is that. No runs. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Right fielder, Rick Rooker.
The pitch. That's ripped. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. And it falls. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Spencer Steer now at the plate. Oh, and that liner got him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Jack Kachanowicz, ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And the batter now, Alejandro Kirk.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches.
And that one in the air, center field. Drops into the glove. Runners tag up from second and third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 3-0. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. Runners at the corners, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Fouled off down the right side. And misses inside. This one popped up. Davenport. And makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Maybe bluffing there as he returns to third. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Edmundo Sosa getting ready to hit. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. 1 run in the... And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Zach Neto. Good job to fight that one off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. And now the first baseman, Ryan Noda. Late on that fastball.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
One down, base is empty. That one hit to right. Rooker. And he makes the catch. That's out number 2. Here's Joe Adele. And he can't come up with it. Still fires to first.
No,
and the throw is late. They couldn't overcome the misplay. So a man at first. And here is Travis d'Arnaud.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. So up next, Robbie Grossman. The 1-1 is fouled off.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out. Back now in Toronto. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the shortstop, Willie Adames. And he grounds one back up the middle. What a stop to first.
He's
and
out.
very nicely done for the out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 out, base is empty. In the air, center field. Adele going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. Not close with that one. And now it's 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. Say goodbye to that one. A 2-run homer, his 2nd of the year. It's 3-2.
When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. And there's 1 down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Rooker makes the ground. And there's 2 down. Now at the plate, Zach Neto. Two down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. The 1-2. In the air, right field, Rooker. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. 2-run shot for the Angels this inning. It's now a 3. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now it's going to be Brent Rooker. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. The throw, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Way high there. The count now 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Spencer Steer will hit next. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and chases a low one there. Darno on to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. So in now for the Angels, Ryan Noda. Ground ball left side. Fires over to Guerrero. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And now the center fielder, Joe Adell. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And the tying run is on base.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So here's Darno with 1 out. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. On the ground to short, Neto. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's DJ LeMahieu. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Edmundo Sosa next up for the Blue Jays. Next pitch in for a strike. And a count 1-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's 6. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Zach Jackson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and
slider got him for strike 3.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stump. Just 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Outside, and it's 2-1.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
And the tying run is on base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce
a swing and a miss. That retires the side. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Robert Stevenson.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Ripped on the ground to second. Over to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. So digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swings here and blasts one left field. Forget it! A laser to left. His 18th home run of the season, and they add on. It's 4-2.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And here is Anthony Santander. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. The sliding play it short. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
The next pitch misses. 2-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2-2 to count.
Fights it off. You'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Vlad Guerrero Jr. with the solo shot. Back now and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. And next for the Angels, Ryan Noda. That one to first, Guerrero. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
1 strike away.
Oh, that insurance run in the bottom of the 8th inning was so good to add on, especially with this power hitter at the plate.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And on the hill, the big righty, Bowden Francis. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. One away.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
2 strikes.
Swung on, popped up left side. Sosa under it. Brings it in. 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Trout. Swings through that.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a rocket out to left. He makes the grab, and that is that. Back here at Rogers Center, and on the hill, Reed Detmers. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Right side, hard hit. To first, and they get Adames for the out.
Batting third, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 outs, base is empty. Vladdy with a homer in his last game. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss down on strikes, and it's a 3-up. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Taylor Ward. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Fouls one off. 2-2. No score here in the second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well. Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrel.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Anthony Santander.
And that one hammered way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Brent Rooker next up for the Blue Jays. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Well struck right field. swings off the wall.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And a base hit up the middle. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Couple of singles back to back. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Lifted in the air, right field. Tracks it down for the out. And there are two down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And that's outside. And the count 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Here's Joe Adele. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, look at the stop. Gathers and throws, and it beats him. What a play. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Philip Davenport. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back now in Toronto. Set for the bottom of the third. And now for the Jays, DJ LeMahieu. And that one fouled off. The pitch to LeMahieu. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Fly ball down the line. Trout sizing it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Back to the top of the lineup. And here is Sosa to the plate. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Trout makes the grab for the second out. Willie Adames stands in. On the ground to the left. Fires across the diamond, and they get Adames for the out. That's the third out. Inning over. Nothing across here this half. On to inning number 4. No score. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. The 1-1 is fouled off. High fly ball out into left center field. Steer racing over to make the catch. And now batting, Mike Trout.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And next for L.A., Taylor Ward. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. He goes down looking. Angels go quiet. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. The 1-1. Nice grab. Fires to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Anthony Santander. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They hold the runner at second, so another base hit could get us our first run in this one. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. The throw to second. Over to first. That's 2. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Ground ball right side. And that one finds its way through. And they had their first hit since the 2nd inning. And now Nolan Shanuel. That one is absolutely belted. Hits the fence. Cut off, throw to second, and he's out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss.
Now this is through for a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Lifted in the air out to left, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. And next for the Angels, Philip Davenport. Next offering misses down and away. Not even close there. Ball 3. And that'll load the bases.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Neto on third. Adele at second. Davenport on at first with 2 down. He's under it. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the inning. And now for the Jays, Spencer Steer. Liner, and this could be trouble. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Trout is there. He's got it, and there's 1 down. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. The pitch. Swung on, belted. That's back. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot, his 2nd of the year, and they add a pair. It's 2-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Now here is Edmundo Sosa. Fly ball to right. Trout. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Willy Adames. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And that keeps the inning alive. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. On the ground, out to short. Neto. That ends the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Mike Trout. Swing and a miss at a slider. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Ward having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Throws to first in time, and that quickly 2 away. Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. That one outside. 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Check swing, called strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
3-2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
That misses, and now it's 3-2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive. It gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Connor Brogdon.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
So now the DH spot, Anthony Santander. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. 1 away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
2 strike.
Popped up right side. Davenport puts it away. 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Spencer Steer. Hit hard on the ground to short. They get the force. Inning over. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Burr.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one missed. Got him! And one out now.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now. Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes it's...
Adames. 1 at second. Throw to first, but he beat it.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Slider misses outside. Hit in the air, center field. Varsho under it. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Hans Kraus.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's a 1-1. On the ground to third. Dives and he can't hang on. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they come away without an out. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Hit in the air out to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. So up next, Edmundo Sosa. Swing, a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And this place is rocking. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
And now Willie Adames slings to first, and they get Adames for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This one in the air, right field. Trout hauls it in to end the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Zach Jackson.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Taylor Ward digs in now. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
2 down, bases empty. Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. Popped up. Adames on the move. Makes the catch. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. And a 1-1. Chop to the right side. Davenport tosses to first. One up, one down. And next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. One out, bases empty. That one the other way. Davenport in plenty of time to first, and a couple of quick outs. Two outs, bases empty. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hit on the ground to short. Zips it across. 3 up, 3 down. Inning over. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
At the plate, Zach Neto. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And now the center fielder, Joe Adell. Way outside, and it gets away. And now a man into scoring position. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Stepping in, Philip Davenport.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Down the line, and it's foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to...
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So it's their last chance in this one. So in now for the Angels, Tyler Wade. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Got him, and that's the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. First pitch moments away. And today on the hill, Cal Quantrill. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters. And a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
2-2.
One out, bases empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Quantrill ahead 1-2. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Back now in Toronto. Today's starting pitcher, Chase Silseth.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. He sends one out the opposite way. His 24th home run of the season, and they jump out front. It's 1-0. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Squirts away a little bit. Not in time. He's safe. Guerrero into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Man at second. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And now 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the first slider we've seen today, and it was almost unfair. Next to hit, Brent Rooker. Ground ball up the middle, Neto. The throw to first. That ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Taylor Ward. 3-1 is on the way. And that's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. Logan O'Hoppe now at the plate.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Gets the catcher by a step. Ryan Noda, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Nice grab on the run. And that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And out number 1 on the grab. So up next for Toronto, Spencer Steer. That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Man, this is pretty amazing. This guy is very efficient out there on the mound right now. Just 9 pitches in the first. He's got a chance to keep it to single digits again. Who does that?
Late with the swing there.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball and out of that.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. And that's in there at the knees. Quantrill with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. That just misses. Ball 2.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
And it remains 2-2.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
And he chases that one. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Zach Neto. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. A soaring shot to center. And we're level. It's 1-1.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Jimenez throw to first. That's out number 2. Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Philip Davenport, the next to hit for the Angels. In the air out towards right center. Rooker makes the catch, inning over. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even now at 1-1. Base knock center field. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's Andres Jimenez. Bunts it in the air. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Willie Adames stands in. In the dirt, blocked.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Rushing the runner at first with 2 gone. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. And in foul ground, he pulls it down, 1 out. Here's Mike Trout.
Oh.
That one just misses. 3-2 now. Outside, and that is ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Taylor Ward getting ready to hit, headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball.
Really nice swing as he gave that one a ride the opposite way, but it sliced just foul down into the corner. That had extra bases written all over it if it stayed fair.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Logan O'Hoppe. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2. Got him swinging. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're midway in the 4th. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there. Dalton Varsho will hit next. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back there. Caught just shy of the wall.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. That's to third. Tosses across to first, and that will end the inning. The 1-1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Up the middle. Base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Zach Neto. Next offering is downstairs. On the ground, 2 ball. Spin throw, that's 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Adele makes the grab, 1 away. And next for Toronto, Dalton rushing. And there's a base hit to left. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The 2-2 on the way. Got him! He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there.
New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Connor Brogdon.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Drops into the glove. That is the inning. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Joe Adele. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Quantrill back to work. Line drive, base hit right field. And that turns the lineup over. So the lineup flips over. And now, Philip Davenport swings through that one for strike 2.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Strike 3, got him swinging. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Now batting Tyler Wade. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. In the dirt, and the runner holds. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Rooker under it. Hauls it in for the out. So digging in, Mike Trout. with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here at Rogers Center, here's some real power at the plate. Anthony Santander. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time to get him, one away on the strikeout. Brent Rooker, the next to hit. One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul straight back. And a 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Hit in the air, right field. Trout makes the grab, and there's two away. So up next, Dalton Varsho. Here's a 1-1. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Lifted in the air, right center field. Base hit. And now for the Jays, Spencer Steer. To the right side, and that chance handled. Sends it to first, and that's the inning. Back now in Toronto. We go to the top of the seventh, and now Taylor Ward. That one down the line, and foul ball. And a swing and a miss. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. That's hard hit on the line. Steer hauls it in, and there's two away. Ryan Noda now at the plate.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
On the ground to third, Barger. Zips it to first. Angels retired. 1-2. Victor Gonzalez, the new pitcher, the lefty from Mexico. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Addison Barger digs in now. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
Neto whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down. So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. So now pinch hitter for the Blue Jays, Edmundo Sosa, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Jorge Soler. Hard ground ball, base knock.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you've got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch. Right over the heart of the plate. And
runner on the go. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here's the throw, and they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. New pitcher now for the Jays, Sean Armstrong.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just
swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's two gone. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Trout. So they're all loaded up. Check swing went around. That's strike two. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Robert Stevenson.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Adames. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Brock Burke, the left-hander, up and throwing. Krause also throwing. And a swing and a miss. That's the second out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
That misses. Yeah, that's ball two.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And there's a ball. And he walked him.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So two down, and next for Toronto, Brent Rooker. Way out front for strike two.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with two strikes.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Taylor Rogers.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's under it. Puts it away for the out. And next for L.A., Logan O'Hoppe. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. All tied up here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So two down now, and here is Ryan Noda. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one ripped. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In with the double, and the go-ahead runs at second with two out. Jorge Soler up at the plate. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the grab, and that's the third out. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Brock Burke.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ben Joyce, the closer, is getting loose. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. Hit on the ground to short. Neto whips it to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jay. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, DJ LeMahieu. He represents the winning run. Trying to send this to extra innings. That one fouled off, 2-2. The pitch to LeMahieu. Got him looking. That's the third out, and we'll play. Back now, and we're in extras. A new arm on the mound here in the top half of the inning. Paul Sewell. Go-ahead run on base. Now here is Zach Neto. Fought off foul. And that is downstairs. Full count now. Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside. And
swing at a ball lifted to center field. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. The throw's offline. He's saved. They take the lead. It's 2-1. Here's the second baseman, Philip Davenport. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. Tyler Wade will hit next. Runner on the go. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's the third out. We're back, and on the mound is the runner in scoring position, no outs. And the batter now, Dalton Rushing. So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up to middle or to right field.
Next offering misses, and the count now even up.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Here's a 2-2. Struck him out looking. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
So digging in, Edmundo Sosa. That one off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Man at second. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it's just foul. That was close.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here. Next to hit, Willie Adames. And a swing and a miss there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Joyce is just 1 strike away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. And he hits a ground ball right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late, and he reaches safely.
1 out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Late swing, fouled off. 2 outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. On the ground, right side. throw to first in time, and this one is over. And the Angels strand the go-ahead run to hold on for the win.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.